On this episode of the Arizona Cowboy, we introduce you to a couple of our young horses we have recently purchased. Tell me, what's a cowboy?
You won't find one around here. Look someplace else.
A cowboy nowadays is somebody who respects animal but uses horses to work cows and to enjoy the different sports that are associated with cattle nowadays.
John Wayne, Gary Cooper, John Wayne in Stagecoach, Gary Cooper in High Noon.
Here's our 5-year-old horse that we purchased out of Stephenville, Texas. We call him Poco. Most of you guys brag about your metallic cat, your highbrow cats. We kind of think he might be out of a scaredy cat. He was breaking to the wrong lead on that one. So we corrected him and put him in the right lead. We still got a lot of work to do on him. And so we decided that we were going to lay him down just to help build a little bit of trust with him. We know that everybody has their own methods and their own ways of doing things. This method right here on Poco seemed to work pretty well. Poco went down without much of a struggle. Pretty willing to accept things. He's a very intelligent horse. We were just trying to build a little bit more trust with him and getting him a little bit more accepting of things. He really is a nice horse and he's really coming around. We've had him for about a year and we're pretty happy with his progress thus far. Here we had a couple friends over for team open practice. We try to get practice in just about every day. If not, it's 3 or 4 times a week at least. Always good to be in the practice pen. Well, we're over here at out here in Queen Creek somewhere. Is that where we are? Are we in Queen Creek? And we're going to pick up this little filly right over here and put her right into this pen. She hasn't been handled a bunch, so we'll see if we can't just put her right here into this trailer, hopefully with a panel. Let me pull the truck up just a little bit better. Thankful for the previous owners who had been feeding her in a trailer. Sure made it easier for her to get in. After we got her home, we went to work on her right away. I just made this little squeeze to put her in so that she couldn't kick or strike us or do anything that might hurt her or hurt ourselves. I used this method years ago to start a 4-year-old untouched ranch horse, and it worked wonders on him. So I decided to try to give it a try on this little filly here. She gets in a little struggle right there. But after just a minute or two, she settled down a little bit and started accepting somebody touching her and handling her. On day 2, she was still a little skittish. And we decided that we were gonna use this squeeze for a week or 2 or whatever it took. Just let her accept what we were doing to her. On day 2, we also started trying to get a halter on her. And after a little bit of time, we were able to do so. She was pretty willing and pretty accepting. She's a pretty smart little horse. Right away we figured out that she was pretty smart. And we decided that we were not going to get in a big hurry with her. She's still pretty young. So we didn't want to push her and try to really get more out of her than what was needed. We were just going to work with her and take our time. And it's probably going to take a lot more time than most people would with these horses. We don't claim to be top-notch trainers or anything like that. We're just people that like to see progress in these horses. And we sure like to take our time with them. We understand she's still young. She's still very undeveloped. We're not going to ask a lot out of her. We're just going to get her good and halter broke. And we're going to go through the progress of what it takes to get one of these things, get one of these horses, calm down, and get them where that they just trust us and they like being around us. This is about day 3 right here, and we've already got a halter on her. At first, of course, she seems like she accepts the halter. She takes the halter. She gets a little excited when the rope starts touching her back in. As you can see, Fat Boy has to move around the pin there, stay out of her way, playing a little bit of jump rope with the big long lead line that I had connected to her. Just let her figure it out, work it out on her own. Try to keep her from getting tangled up in it, anything like that. Just keep her moving around. Again, she was pretty smart horse, pretty willing and accepting of things. So we knew she would figure out some things on her own pretty quick. We would like to continue to show her progress in upcoming episodes. So be sure to join us next time to see what adventure waits on the Arizona Cowboy. Thanks for watching.